Alright, so the two videos that I'm about to show you took me about 15 minutes each, and that includes shooting them and standing there waiting for them to be shot, as well as grading and exporting them. So, enjoy, and we'll talk about them soon. Alright, so they were pretty nice, pretty standard kind of time lapses, I would say, but the difference is that I did not use the interval shoot function, which means I did not edit 1,000 pictures and then convert them somehow into a video to then export them to then put them into this video to show you. No, this was just one compressed video file that I used in a mode called S&Q mode, and I'm going to show you exactly how to use it to get rid of 90% of the work for 90% of your time lapses. Okay, so for this demo, I will be using the Sony a7 IV, but you can use this with any modern Sony camera, so anything on the a6000 series lineup, or the a7 III, or the a9, or the a1, or all that stuff. But I do want to say a quick disclaimer and say that this is not really for those day to night kind of transitions or the Milky Way transitions, because you kind of need a little bit more control over every single frame. So this is for, quite literally, everything else. Just removing a lot less work than you really need to have. So anyway, let's get into it and I'll show you what I mean. Alright, so we're going to power the camera up and then go into the S&Q settings, wherever that is in your camera. So I'm just going to explain a couple of things. So the rec frame rate, which is the recording frame rate, is the playback. So as you can see, I've got mine on 60 frames, which means it's going to be a 60 FPS kind of film. And the frame rate is what the camera is actually capturing the video at. So if you're capturing at 1 frame a second, and that will be playing back at the recorded frame rate of 60. So for this example, we would be seeing a 60 times quick motion. Now, to sort of break it down really quite easily is if we put it as the rec frame rate as 60 and the frame rate is 60, we can see it's just going to be a 60 FPS video without any other modifications to it. But if we go down and we go to 30, then we will see that it is a 2 times quick motion video. And if we just do the maths and we go down to 15, it'd be 4, go down to 8, it'll be 7.5, we go down to 4, it'll be 15. So the more you go down, the faster the video will be. But I hear you, what if you want to go the opposite way? What if you want to have a really slow video? Well, you go the other way. So we go up to the record frame rate, we go down to whatever is your lowest, so for mine is 24 frames, and we go into the S&Q frame rate and we go up to say 60 FPS, and that gives us a 2.5 times slow motion video, which is something like this. Now, as you can see, it is very, very slow, and you're gonna have to have something moving quite quickly to actually kind of justify it, but it is a great example. Now, alternatively, as we go down, you can go 8 FPS, and you can get a 24p video with 8 FPS will give you 3 times quick motion. If you go down to 24 and 1 is a 24 times quick motion. So not as fast as a 60. You'd probably use this for more people situations, and you use a 60 and the 1 FPS for something like a sunset, which you saw at the start of this video. Now, once you've decided on your overall speed of the video that you want to do, you can just go into the record setting and choose how much detail you want in the image. So because I have got the a7 IV, I can shoot 100 megabits 422 10-bit, which allows for a lot more grading than the standard 8-bit color profile. So just go around, play with what you want. So if you want to shoot 30 and you go to 4 FPS, then that will be 7.5 times quick motion. This is again a great option if you're wanting to shoot people. You don't want it to be too fast that it's complete blur, but fast enough to speed things up. Alright, and once you have got your clip and you're happy with the final product, you can bring it into your editing software of choice. For this example, I'll be using DaVinci Resolve, and we're just going to play around here until we are happy with the final product. So we're just going to go in, add some basic adjustments, just to really make the final overall video pop, like so, just like that. And then we go into the deliver page, send it through to the render queue. And just like that, you've been able to edit and color without having to merge pictures and put them into a timeline and convert them all to a video, and you're done in such a short amount of time. Alright, and we have come to the end of the video. I really hope that you enjoyed this and that you'll be able to integrate this into the next time you take a time lapse for yourself, because this idea came to me when I was watching a video with Peter Lindgren and Teppo Haapoja where they mentioned it in passing, and I thought, well, why not isolate the subject of time lapses, because this is a question that I've personally been asked in the past by fellow photographers, and I thought, well, now this is the kick in the butt that I needed to make this video, put it on a screen with all the explanations and all the breakdowns there for you to see with your eyes and hopefully follow along. So if that was a help, then do let me know in the comments down below, and then we'll be able to discuss it down there, and maybe there'll be something that you know that I didn't know that we'll be able to discuss and let other people know, because that is always the best part and the thing I really love the most about the comment section on this platform. So until the next video, look after yourself and I'll see you soon. Ciao for now.